Well, as usual, it's the 2 gigabytes problem, so I would have to move and just push a button, because we all the time push buttons. We communicate with buttons. Oh, sorry, there's some kids and women are walking out there, you know, going to the carousel just to turn around and all that business. Okay? It's our problem always with communication that we try to push buttons all the time, and we really do think that this is the best way of communication, actually, to push buttons and communicate with people. Well, I'm not from this generation, and I will not actually try to express my feelings through pushing buttons and typing 10,000 comprehensively difficult words to improve to other people that my capacity as an author is really just great, because I have got a background of whatsoever, if you know what I mean. It's about simple things. I like simple things in life. I don't like complicated things. Simple words. To learn. To learn is something fantastic. Once you have the right atmosphere for it. Once you have the feeling of the language, where you can express your feelings through the language and put that on papers, that needs really time. Needs really a big amount of time to spend and to say, okay, I feel like writing at the moment. It's not being locked in this big thing that you call world. All the few billion people that they are living, they are not more than, like, you know, an amount of bacteria in a body of a small cat that just died. But hey, we try to see, or I do try to see the good things always, try to be positive. Positive. But I need to look after myself. We need to look after yourself. Yes, sure, I do need to look after myself, you know. It's important to look after yourself. We are in a world where everybody or every human being do that. Look after yourself. Do the things that suits you. This is very important. Like yourself and watch your TV, push your buttons and prove to the others that you are really bloody smart, and look after yourself. It's like having a conversation with a journalist that he got out of school right now and just trying to bloody tell you the whole world story, and, well, excuse me, just you got out of school, didn't you? Or a teacher that spent all of his life, you know, just being with 25 kids or something, and just frustrated and getting psychological problems, and trying to tell you, well, hey, you are writing something wrong. Well, hey, excuse me, teacher, your responsibility, if I have got a problem with spelling your articles, it's just to teach me your articles. So this is the way that we go. If we want to show a little bit of care about our culture or about our language. If I spell a wrong word, you tell me, well, you don't spell that wrong word. This is the right way to say it. Then with that way, you do me a favor. And I will keep you in my memory as a nice figure. It's nice. It's about communication, not pushing buttons. Pushing buttons. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. C, Do. It's music keys. It's the function between the keyboard or the key, between the key and the string in a piano. There is a long tour, a long trip that we have to know what tone to get. And we can't do that with a harassing critic. This is something unbelievable. I don't like. I really don't like. Yeah. And if this show will be something or won't be something, I really don't care. It's a pleasure to talk to the camera. It's time to be myself, actually. It's like standing in front of the mirror. Naked. No, not naked. Naked with one black sock, actually. I'm trying to dance and all summer long. Well, it's not easy sometimes. It's really not. To put all this kind of mixture in one pot and say, well, the world is wrong and I am depressed, you know, I can't go any further. Well, I have to. It is essential, actually, to keep going, to keep alive. For some reasons, leave it for its natural ending story, you know. You don't need to force things. You don't need to, really. Well, sometimes it just, hey, maybe try to find the happiness talking like, as I said at the beginning, standing on a stage in a, you know, in the opera in Frankfurt or in Berlin or in Strasbourg, you know, just doing the empty seats, you know, just imaginary. Everything is imaginary. My world is your world. It's the world of the one that who writes things, either out of his technical capacity or out of his feelings and imaginary world, which they are totally two different things, because the one who writes through his technique is only technical or a technician, and the one who writes or says things through his feelings or kind of improvisation, this is a totally different story for the people that really do know about what I'm talking about. It is really a pleasure to have all of you, and Willie will go back to the studio and I shall see you next week, hopefully.